name is Crystal Scott, and today I will be presenting to you the Student Achievement and Demographic Data Overview for the CRCT for Fickett Elementary. The purpose of this presentation is to give a summary of the students' achievement results at Fickett Elementary. It would highlight strengths as well as weaknesses, and I will also emphasize on one or two key areas in which academic achievements needed at Fickett Elementary School. Fickett Elementary is located in southwest Atlanta with a predominantly African American population. In school year 2013-2014, 97% of the population was black, 2% Hispanic, and less than 1% either white or have two or more races combined. Therefore, when it comes to the subgroup comparison, it is very hard to compare because most of the students are African American. Here's an overview of the school's overall CRCT results for the past 3 years. Based off the data, the strengths of the school, of the students, is reading and ELA. And reading, the students have at least reached a 90% proficient range. The areas that are noticed that have the most need for improvement is science as well as math. And over the 3-year time frame, math is an area that the entire school is definitely seeking improvement. Compared to the state, Fickett scores have increasingly decreased compared to the state since 2011. As of 2012, 24%, Fickett scored 24% higher than other elementary schools. 2013, Fickett students performed 17% higher than other elementary schools in Georgia. And by 2014, Fickett students only performed better than 8% of other elementary schools in the state of Georgia. Over the next few slides, you will see a comparison of the grade level results of the CRCT from the past 3 years on the school level. Over the 3-year span, the 3rd grade math proficiency rate has decreased tremendously every year since 2012. As of 2012, 64% of the 3rd grade students either met or exceeded on the math CRCT. By 2014, it had decreased to 38% meets or exceeds. In reading, the scores also decreased, but not as much. In 2012, 82% of the 3rd graders met or exceeded in reading, and it decreased to 78% in 2013. However, in 2014, it increased to 80%. From 3rd grade to 4th grade, you can begin to see the achievement gap closing. In 2012, 75% of the 4th graders either met or exceed in math, and the next year it increased by 2%. However, by 2014, it decreased down to 68%. And however, in reading, the passing rate, the proficient rate, increased every year since 2012. By 2012, it the proficient rate was 82%, and it increased by 4% in 2013, and it stayed around the same range in 2014. From 4th grade to 5th grade, you can see the achievement gap closing slightly a little more. However, for 5th grade math CRCT scores, each year since 2012, the proficient rate slightly decreased. In 2012, 80% of the students either met or exceeded on math, and it decreased by 3% in 2013, and the next year it decreased by 1 more percent. However, in reading, 86% of the students either met or exceeded in reading for 2012. It decreased by 6% in 2013, and it increased back to 92% by 2014. Next, you will see a comparison of grade level results at the school compared to the district and the state. Here are the results of the 3rd grade reading comparison to Atlanta Public School District to Georgia State results. I began to notice a pattern for each year from 2012 till 2014. Fickett students scored lower than the Atlanta Public School District students in reading, and the Atlanta Public School District students also scored lower than the state students' results. For the 4th grade reading comparison to the district and the state, I began to see that the achievement gap began to get closer. Fickett students' proficiency rate became very close to the district proficient rate, although it might have been just slightly lower, but it was very close to that proficiency rate, and both the school and the district was a little lower than the proficient rate of the state. With the 5th grade reading comparison to the district and the state, you can see that based off of the data, the achievement gap had begun to close even more with the students at Fickett Elementary. In 2012 and 2014, the students actually scored higher than the students in the district. However, they did not score higher than the students of the proficient rate of the state. Here you will be able to see the comparison of grade level results at Fickett Elementary for subject area of needed improvement, which is math, to the district and state proficiency rate. In 3rd grade, the math comparison to the district and the state shows that each year the Fickett students' proficient rate was much lower than the proficient rate of the district and the state each year. The largest difference was in 2014. In 2014, the students' proficient rate was much lower than the district and the state. The school's rate was 38% compared to the district's 69% compared to the state's 80% proficient rate. This is a wide margin, which shows a much needed area of improvement. With the fourth grade math comparison to the district and the state, Fickett's results shows that the achievement gap again closes once students make it to fourth grade. In 2012 and 2013, the proficient rate for the school was actually higher than the district's proficient rate. However, the school's rate was lower than the state's proficient rate. In 2014, the proficient rate for the school was slightly lower than the district's rate and much lower than the state's proficient rate. With the fifth grade math comparison to the district and the state, in 2012, the Fickett students actually surpassed the proficient rate of the district by 9%. However, they scored lower than the state's rate by 4%. In 2013 and 2014, the school results were either 2 or 3% off lower than the district and few more points off for the state's rate. For the next few slides, you will be able to view the CRCT Spring 2014 results by subject for each grade level. Now you will be able to view the Spring 2013 CRCT results by grade level for each subject. Here are the school results for the Spring 2012 CRCT for each subject area. In this section, you will find a comparison of student growth as they move from grade level to grade level. In conclusion, the strength areas for the students of Fickett Elementary based off of the CRCT results for 2012 to 2014 are reading and ELA. Some major areas of concern where achievement improvement is needed is in math and science. The school already has a few strategies in place to gain achievement improvement. One is the school is currently pushing for STEM certification, and teachers are beginning to receive more professional development on how to integrate activities into the classroom, and the students are receiving more hands-on activities within their STEM lab. With this being in place, this will eventually help improve the scores within math and within science. By comparing the students' results by grade level for most of the subjects, the achievement gap from third grade to fourth grade it begins to close, and it begins to close even more from 4th grade to 5th grade. So I have a question for you. How can we begin to close this achievement gap before testing grades? And what are some strategies that the entire staff can incorporate together in order to achieve this closure successfully? This is the end of my presentation. Thank you.